Hello everybody, my name is Sir Fox and welcome to City Skylines, the city building game we all have been waiting for. And it's been created by Paradox Interactive. I think they're the publisher, and built by Colossal Order, a small studio of I think 13 people or something like this. And that's really amazing because if you compare it to something like SimCity 5, so the latest SimCity game, which kind of sucked because it was too small, the agent simulation was crap, and so on and so on. This game is really awesome. It has a lot of difficulty to it. I think I screwed up the first few cities I made and had to start all over. And I think if you don't plan ahead and keep a keen eye on everything that's going on, you're gonna be really screwed. So I think let's just jump right into it and see where it goes. Okay, so we're gonna start a new city. I think it's going to be, I don't know, what haven't I played before? River Run, kind of reminds me of Skyrim. And Lakefield seems to be fine. I don't think I'm gonna do left-hand traffic, that would just confuse the hell out of me. And we're just gonna go and start. Okay guys, so here we are in our new little city. We have this square of room to build, and I also see we have two connections to the highway, which is, well, a first for me because usually I only had one. And I have also enabled a mod which unlocks all of the progression, because otherwise I think it's gonna be too slow in terms of game pace. So I think that's fine. And I also think I am going to start at this smaller part. If you don't know the game, there's different types of roads. There's one-way roads, which are really needed to manage your traffic, because if you don't do that, you can pretty easily screw up everything and your traffic gets stuck and the city dies, because all the required services like the firefighters, healthcare, police, everything, they can't reach their destination and the city just jams up and dies. What I'm going to start off with is a little roundabout trick, which, well, it's not exactly a trick, I just thought of it. And we can have this nice little thing. And just like this, the traffic is directed and we don't have to worry about it getting stuck. And in the beginning we have to go with low density areas like for population, commercial and industry. Simply for the fact, if you go with the high density residential zones, you pretty easily get a high criminal rate. That's what I have figured out so far. And you don't want that, and neither do your citizens. So yeah, you also need electricity and water, as well as garbage collection, etc. So yeah, let's see. I usually like to go with a green city. So first of all, we have to figure out where the water flows, which means we will get our water from here, and our waste will go down here, which means we won't pump the drinking water from the sewage, which would be pretty bad. In my first game I ever played, I had a water tower and built industry around it, and the ground got polluted and so did the water, and eventually my citizens got sick, I was out of money, and everybody died. Alright, the next order of business is to get some power going, and like I said, I like to be green. And yeah, I think over here we're going to have some, I don't know what they're called, wind turbines, right? One is enough for the beginning, and we need to connect the areas so they have power. We also need pipes, so we can distribute our water everywhere, and the pipes also need to connect to the sewage outlet. And I think we're good to go. We can finally set up some residential zones. There's different tools for that. You can either fill the area, or you have you can do every tile on its own, which should take quite some time, or you can just paint it, and I really like that, because it makes it so much more easy, so much easier. We just have to be careful not to paint the areas up here, because imagine if we had buildings here and the fire broke out, and we eventually will have firefighters and they had to go all the way here, put out the fire, and then they would have to go, I don't know how they would get back, but they would eventually land on the highway because of the way the road's going. You can see that here. It's a one-way road, only one direction. And I think we should just start. I like to speed up the game a little because everything else is just too slow. And once the city gets going, we can also watch our people move around, do their jobs and stuff. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, I forgot to connect the power to here. Nope, not a turbine. Also, a nice little addition to the game. You have noise pollution. You can see that right here. You have all these different statistics, which is really great, so you can plan. And the wind turbine has quite high noise pollution, I suppose, as does the water pumping station and the highway. So people don't like to live close to highways or roads which have a lot of traffic on them. So you really need to be careful what you're doing. Also, this little Twitter-like thing, it can be helpful when people say they're getting sick and stuff has been found on the water. That's how I figured out excuse me, that's how I figured out in my very first game that my water was polluted. But after some time it gets really, really annoying. I decided to keep this one, to keep the little chirper, that's what it's called, in for the sake of this video, so you guys get an idea what it is. And yeah, I think in the future I'm going to turn it off, though what's really annoying is you still have the icon at the top, and with the icon comes a little number which counts up for each message you have not read yet, and I have this little bit of OCD, and it just drives me insane to see there's like, I don't know, 50 new messages and I haven't read them. I don't know, I don't like that at all. So yeah, with all the services we've built, we have a lot of costs right now, so we need to get rid of those. So what are we gonna do? Another really, really important rule, which you should probably know from SimCity, is not to build industry near your residential zones. And simply because of the pollution, people get sick, there's noise, etc. And people don't like that. So we're gonna have to find a way to get the industry on the other side of the highway. And I think, yeah, we can already buy other districts, which is wonderful. Now we can plan our industry over here in this area. And that's expensive. Okay, that's fine. But it's the wrong way around, as you could see here. I didn't want it to be like that, so we need to do it like this. That's better. And we also need a way for this road to connect over there, so we're just gonna do it like this. Yeah, perfect. We also need power over there, and water as well. Usually when I started playing this game, I went with the normal mode, where you would unlock all the different stuff one at a time with the increasing population. I'm not doing this now, like I said, because for the pace of the game. But this also is quite a problem, because I tried this once and I pretty much screwed up everything, because you just lose track of the costs of everything and what you gain from everything you've built. So I pretty easily drifted into a lot of negative income, which would eventually have led me to screw up the city. I hope I'm not gonna do this time, but we'll have to we have crime already, probably because we can build a police station, but we haven't yet, which means I am going to do that in a second. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna leave it like that. We definitely need some more people. And we also need a police station, because people are dicks. Okay, we also need commercial areas. So, this is gonna be our commercial zone. Another thing to keep in mind when unlocking everything early, you can't use high density commercial zones or office spaces because you won't have any educated workers. And that's really important because if you don't have these workers, buildings will be created, but they won't have workers and eventually you will have to demolish them. Which is pretty annoying about this game because every time something runs out of business or goes out of business, you have to manually kill it and bulldoze it. So you have to keep an eye on it. Okay, our costs are sinking significantly and we need more residential zones, and we're just gonna do that. So we also need a lot more water. Okay, I just noticed we have run out of power. So we're just gonna upgrade and build some more turbines. But there's no more spots with 8 megawatts. Which means we could also use some water turbines. Which go up to 16, I think? 20 even. I have never seen 20. There's one with 12 and that should be fine for now. We're almost breaking even on our costs here, though they're increasing because of the new power sources I've built. And I also really suck at laying down the pipes. They're usually all over the place. I don't plan them or anything. I could optimize it though, and I should do that somehow, sometime, anytime soon. And I will, but not now. I think we're still fine. No need to worry. And it looks like we still have more demand for living zones. So let's comply. Another thing which you have to be careful about is commercial zones also produce noise pollution. But I think it's okay to have residential zones nearby because if I were living in a city with a commercial zone which was like, I don't know, 50 kilometers or miles away, that would really suck. I don't want to travel that far to get some groceries or stuff like that. So I think my people will be grateful. And yeah, you can see the pollution on the ground here already. The grass is dying. Well, yeah, no, it's just changing its color, which is also nice. It doesn't like violet grass. Okay, someone is complaining about our fire department, which we don't have. I think I get the hint. So, what am I going to kill? Yeah. Looks fine here, and we only have to demolish one building for it. I think everybody's happy with that. And we're still in need of more residential zones. I like all the little details of the game, like you can see the pedestrians walk, sometimes with dogs or skateboarding. And it's quite nice overall. A lot of detail, I think the developers put a lot of love into this game. And we have someone complaining about trash because we don't have a garbage dump yet, or landfill site. And now we could actually... Alright, the landfill site is a lot cheaper and I don't think we have that kind of money right now. And now we can see all the little garbage trucks going on their way, collecting trash. Little town is shaping up quite nicely. And I just noticed industry needs garbage collection as well. Our garbage trucks will have to go all the way through the residential area and I don't want that. Yeah, okay, we need a lot more residential zone. I also think we can cut the power lines over there. You just need to be in the area. I just killed my road. I didn't want to do that. As long as you're in the area with the power lines, everything's fine. What's up with you? Citizens are sick, alright. Another subtle hint that we need healthcare. That's not looking so good. Well, you're sick. Here's a clinic for you. Also, our people are not really educated. You can see that here. Which means we need a school. An elementary school to start out off with. Whatever. Okay, I think I just connect that here and there. And people hate me now, but it's better for the school. Because now the roads are all green, which means the the efficiency is pretty high. So I think this one is going to be our little suburban area, and we're gonna do the big city soon. I really feel bad usually when I have to demolish houses, but there's no way around it if you want to grow your city. You can see already houses emerging from the ground up. And once we have educated workers, we can use high density commercial stuff and office buildings, but that will probably still take some time. So the roads look pretty crappy right now. I may fix it sometime soon, but I won't now. And I think we can start with some high density residential stuff. I don't know how that's going to play out, if people are gonna be mad at me or the criminal rate is gonna rise. I don't know. Let's just see and watch them grow and see what happens. But yeah, but I like the town. Oh, another feature I forgot to mention is the district. I don't know how it is called. Districts. Yeah, the districts feature. And before I do that, we have just run out of electricity once again. Okay, so back to the districts feature. You can paint your own districts and name them. And more importantly, I will care about that in a minute. We can name the district, so this is gonna be, I don't know, Sir Foxville, I have no idea. And more importantly, you have policies, so I can do recreational use. People are happier, there's less crime, there's more tax income, more tourism, but the police budget is increased by 5% because they have to control all the use and everything, etc. So yeah, but there's a lot more stuff to it, and I'm just gonna go with the default options I usually use. There's a lot more. You can control if there can be heavy traffic. You can raise or ease taxes on different zones, like, I don't know, high or low residential, commercial, etc. And you can also use high-tech housing, for example, which increases the land value but costs a lot more. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and see how it plays out. And yeah, this means we have dead people, but we don't have a cemetery. So we're just gonna get one. Yeah. Okay. So we have a cemetery over there. So yeah, there it is. I think it's hers. You can see it move. Wait, it just took one person and it says load 10%. 10 people can be loaded onto this one hers. That's quite a lot. Oh yeah, there's a fire, and there come the fire trucks. I really love watching this. And now we can provide more living space for the people. Whoa, I think that was the cemetery. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end this episode here now. I hope you had fun. If you have any comments, ideas for the Let's Plays I'm doing, then tell me in the comments. And I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.